My friends, how are you? It's great to see you for yet another video. And honestly, today's video is kind of fun, which is a thing we don't really have much anymore under the Trump regime. There's not a whole lot to laugh about, is there? But today is kind of fun because it just kind of highlights Donald Trump's stupidity. And there's not a whole lot of harm done by Donald Trump by being just dumb. And that's always a good thing, my friends, because what we've learned from the Donald Trump administration, regime, what have you, is normally the results of Donald Trump's stupidity is Americans dying. I'm starting to think that Donald Trump likes killing Americans more than he likes golf, and that's really saying something, because he'll go and do something like kick people off of their health insurance, or he'll take away government departments that would prevent people, that would help people know that a big storm was coming and stuff like that. Donald Trump loves killing Americans, my friends. It's one of his favorite things to do. Oh, hell, he got 1 million of them killed during COVID because he lied about it. You guys remember that? I got a feeling he's going to try to break that record. He's a lunatic is what I'm trying to tell you. And then there's other times, my friends, where Donald Trump, his stupidity causes Americans to lose their jobs. They lose their income, their livelihood. You know, when he's destroying the supply chain, you guys know, right? Truckers lose their jobs, dock workers lose their jobs, retail workers lose their jobs, warehouse workers lose their jobs, all because Donald Trump is grumpy and he wants to break the supply chain. And in these Donald Trump times in America, it is nice when Donald Trump's stupidity has minimal effects on the American people, and we just get to laugh and have a good time about what a dumb son of a bitch Donald Trump is. And that's what we get to do today, my friends. Consider it a gift from Donald Trump. He didn't murder Americans today, and he didn't cost them their jobs. Well, he probably did, but that's not what this video is about. You guys understand the situation I get put in. So yesterday, our brilliant leader, Donald Trump, was having a White House meeting with the president of Liberia, right? And Donald Trump, that son of a bitch, he will never ever miss a chance to be racist, even if by accident. Because Donald Trump saw a black man from another country, and he was blown the fuck away, my friends. This president from Liberia, a black man from another country that was speaking English to Donald Trump, caused Donald Trump to stop him and say, "Oh my God, where did you learn your English? That is so beautiful. Where did you learn English from?" And the president of Liberia responded, "Well, I learned it in Liberia." And I'm going to level with you, my friends, on this because I just have to be honest. A lot of people pointed out that the official language of Liberia is English. And I didn't fucking know that. And there's no scenario where I actually would have known that, right? So, when I do these videos, a lot of times, one of the things people say to me in the comment section is I should run for office, right? I hear that all the fucking time. You should run for office. And I always push back on that. I say, no, I'm sorry. I think you got the wrong guy, right? And I say that for a couple of reasons. I don't have the fucking temperament for this shit, my friends. If I had to stand on a debate stage with some fucking MAGA dork spewing conspiracy theories, I would make headlines that day because I 100% guarantee you I would lose my shit. I would kick over the podium, possibly throw it, yell all kinds of expletives, maybe even insult that MAGA dork's mother. It would be a fucking shit show, and you guys would be so embarrassed. You're like, oh fuck, yeah, that wasn't really a good call, was it, telling Josh to run for politics? And another reason that I don't run for any kind of office, my friends, is because how do I say this? I don't know what the fuck is going on in the world. And that's it. That's the answer. I am a humble trucker, my friends. Fuck, I just try to do my job and point out that the MAGA party, the Republican Party, is completely fucking America. That's all I do, right? And with that said, it makes me a bad choice for a candidate for anything, and I hope you guys will actually acknowledge that, because I would be a shitty decision for all of you to vote for. It would be fucking terrible. And the reason I bring that up is because it's only Donald Trump that can get away with being this incredibly fucking stupid and gets away with it every chance he gets. If any other person would have said, oh my God, your English is so fucking beautiful, person from Liberia, where English is the official language, that they would be calling for that person to resign, or even impeachments. They might even go that far, because that dumb son of a bitch doesn't know enough about the world out there to actively or effectively govern. And this is how goddamn far America has fallen, my friends. This is where the fuck we're at right now. Where our own president, look, I understand he may not have known that off the top of his fucking head. I'm the first person to understand shit like that. Of course I am. But the president of the United States is such a lazy son of a bitch. He does nothing but play golf. It is well known that he doesn't go to his morning briefing, so he knows what the fuck is going on in the world. The list that I could come up with for all the stupid shit Donald Trump does just goes on and on. It never fucking ends. But you would think, my friends, that before any kind of meeting with a president of another country, our president is probably briefed on it and said, yeah, he's coming in from Liberia. They would tell him if there would be a translator or not, or any fucking kind of thing like that. And then he would know what was going on. And I can almost 100% guarantee you Donald Trump was briefed on those things, and he wasn't fucking listening. He wasn't paying attention. He's a fucking child trapped in a giant over-bloated body that fucking doesn't pay attention to goddamn anything. And it was truly one of the most shocking things to watch. Not one of the most shocking things Donald Trump has done, mind you. Like I said, if it had been like any other fucking president, this would be a thing that we would mock for years, and we still will. But a lot of people are going to give him a pass on that, right? It's fucking absurd. Donald Trump, he gets a fucking pass for all of that. But it's just such a shocking thing. You know he was fucking briefed on it. You know he was told about what was going on. And you know that the dumb son of a bitch, Donald Trump, honestly believed the fucking words that were coming out of his mouth about this man being able to speak English or not speak English. And it's just very shocking, my friends, is what I'm trying to tell you. This is the man that is in charge of all the trade negotiations, the 90 deals in 90 days, right? This is the person that is the commander-in-chief, for fuck's sake. The commander-in-chief, my friends. This is the person that's got drunk-ass Pete Hegseth in charge of the Pentagon. This is the fucking person. And it's just such a shocking, stunning, I know I already said shocking, because my mind is fucking blown that he would not even know this and he would sit down and say this. And one of the funnier things that came out of this, when Donald Trump was, I think he was trying to like compliment the guy on his English speaking, because Donald Trump apparently thought he was going to meet somebody that didn't speak English because he didn't bother to listen to the briefing like I had mentioned earlier. But what I'm trying to say is, then Donald Trump goes on to tell him, your English is so beautiful. There's people sitting here at this table that can't even speak English that well. Was Donald telling on himself? Was Donald talking about Donald when he said that? Because that son of a bitch can't talk to save his fucking life. I don't understand a fucking word that is coming out of his mouth. It's ramblings of a fucking madman at this point. But I thought that part was pretty interesting, where he was saying there's other people here that can't talk. But the fucking point of this video, my friends, is honestly, this was kind of a nice break. I understand there's probably a lot of other shit going on out there that I haven't got to dig into yet today and figure out what the fuck is going on. But this is the kind of Donald Trump stupidity that I 100% can get behind, my friends. If we could just do shit like this that is minimally harmful to American people and to people in other countries and to the economy and to the environment and shit like that, I support it 100%. I think Donald Trump should spend the rest of his presidency, instead of wanting to be a dictator and build concentration camps and lock up the Democrats and deport the brown people and all those things, I wish that he would just spend the rest of his term just saying dumb shit. And we can all live with that. We know he can't can't govern. We know he has no fucking clue how to run a country. So just be comic relief for us, Donald Trump. Just have dumb shit come out of your fucking mouth that is harmless to everybody else, and I think we can actually get along with the MAGA movement. You guys get my point. If that was their whole thing, then we could live with that. We did it through George W. Bush. I mean, he was a absolute fucking lunatic and went back to fight his dad's war, and that's probably a topic for another day. But outside of that too, he was just saying the literal dumbest shit that any president has ever said until Donald Trump. And outside of all the warmongering and shit like that, obviously I understand that stuff was bad, I really do. But outside of George W. Bush's warmongering, he was fucking hilarious because he was just dumb as shit. And I want more of that, Donald Trump. I will get to come on here and make stress-free videos about how the world isn't crumbling. He's just saying stupid fucking shit again. And that would make me extremely happy if Donald Trump would just do that from here on out. Anyways, my friends, I gotta get back to work. Got more shit to do today. Love you guys. Bye now.